Besides being one of Hollywood's best-known comedians, Kevin Hart is a mega businessman who knows a lot about enjoying life by enjoying his money. But have you ever stopped to wonder how this tycoon lives? In this video, we'll dive deep into Hart's extraordinary world, exploring his incredible $450 million net worth, his real estate dreams, his taste for the world's finest cars and watches, and how his wife Eniko and their 4 kids keep him grounded in the middle of all that bling. So buckle up and get ready, because what you're about to see will change the way you think about luxury and about Kevin Hart. What is Kevin Hart's net worth in 2025? As of 2025, Kevin Hart's net worth is estimated at an astonishing $450 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. How did Hart build a fortune nearing $500 million? It all comes down to his relentless work ethic, smart investments, and an incredible ability to diversify his income. From sold-out comedy tours and blockbuster movies to lucrative brand endorsements and thriving business ventures, Hart has created multiple streams of revenue that keep his empire growing. But don't be fooled. His path to this level of wealth wasn't always smooth. Hart's climb to the top came with plenty of financial challenges and hard lessons along the way. Was Kevin Hart always wealthy? Kevin Hart was born on July 6, 1979, and grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Raised by his single mother, Nancy Hart, with help from his older brother Robert, Kevin's childhood was far from easy. His father, Henry Witherspoon, struggled with drug addiction and was mostly absent during Kevin's formative years, though they eventually reconciled later on. After finishing high school, Hart briefly attended the Community College of Philadelphia and worked as a shoe salesman. Early in his stand-up journey, rumors circulated that Hart was booed off stage at his first gig at Philadelphia's Laugh House, and even had a piece of chicken thrown at him. In a later interview with GQ, he clarified that while he wasn't actually booed, the chicken incident did happen. Regardless, Hart stuck with it, honed his comedic chops, and soon began to rise through the ranks of the comedy scene. But when the money started rolling in, Hart admits he made plenty of mistakes. On his YouTube series, Hart of It All, created in partnership with Chase Bank, he opened up about some of his early slip-ups. "I ran up credit cards, didn't understand taxes, and blew right through my cash," he confessed in the series' introduction. In the first episode, Hart reflected on his upbringing, noting that although his family didn't have much, his mom always made sure he and his brother had enough to get by. Those early struggles taught him valuable lessons, even if he had to learn them the hard way. Kevin credits his financial advisor for helping him get on track. Speaking to J.P. Morgan in June 2019, Hart recalled being advised, "You have to build. You got to build your credit. You got to get trust from those around you. You got to build relationships. And within your financial building, the structure basically gets stronger as you get more knowledgeable." Hart says what excites him most now is seeing how far he's come, that every day he can do more financially than he could the day before. Alongside consistent goal setting, he invests heavily in personal growth, which he believes has been key to his continued success. How did Kevin Hart build his wealth? In September 2022, Kevin Hart paid a visit to Atlanta's Spelman College as part of Chase Bank's Advancing Black Pathways initiative. During a video shared on YouTube, Hart opened up about how he made his first big investment once his career began to gain momentum. That investment went straight into himself, specifically his own company, Heartbeat Productions, which he founded in 2009. Hart explained that he poured $750,000 of his own money into producing and distributing his stand-up special, Laugh at My Pain, in 2011. That gamble paid off in a huge way, earning him an impressive return of around $9 to $10 million. The experience gave Hart the confidence and knowledge to better navigate in the corporate and company structure, as he put it. It wasn't just Hart who noticed how valuable he'd become. Hollywood quickly recognized his ability to deliver both laughs and big box office numbers, fueling a meteoric rise that brought him not only widespread fame, but massive financial success. Kevin Hart's key sources of income. Kevin Hart makes serious money from his blockbuster stand-up tours and comedy specials, but a huge chunk of his income also comes from his films, which by 2021 had grossed more than $4 billion at the global box office. While Hart's exact paycheck per movie isn't publicly confirmed, he offered a hint during a 2022 appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, where he played a round of Truth or Eat It. Hart shared that he usually opts to take a lower upfront salary in exchange for a larger cut of a film's residuals. For Jumanji, The Next Level, for example, he estimated his take-home earnings were in the ballpark of $25–30 million. Beyond stand-up and movies, Hart's bank account gets a major boost from endorsement deals and partnerships with brands like JP Chase, Nike, Wrangler, Qatar Airways, Mountain Dew, Tommy John, and Lay's, among others. These collaborations contribute significantly to his annual income. According to our research, Hart is the highest-paid American celebrity on Instagram, pulling in an estimated $28 million per year just from sponsored posts. And that figure doesn't even include promotions for his own ventures. Touring, acting, and brand deals all pay well, but Hart's biggest financial win has been building his own empire. Heartbeat. Kevin Hart's entertainment powerhouse. Heartbeat. Heartbeat is Kevin Hart's powerhouse entertainment company, built on 3 distinct divisions: Heartbeat Studios, Heartbeat Media, and Heartbeat Pulse. Hart describes his mission for the company as building the biggest entertainment brand in the world and keeping the world laughing together. Heartbeat Studios takes the lead in financing, developing, and producing content across film, television, and audio, curating a diverse library of entertainment for a worldwide audience. Meanwhile, Heartbeat Media handles distributing that content, ensuring it reaches viewers across the globe. Then there's Heartbeat Pulse, the brand's full-service branded content and creative division, which partners with major advertisers to connect them with Hart's vast fan base through high-quality, customized entertainment. Among its high-profile clients are AT&T, Fabletics, Gillette, Samsung, Amazon, and Hyundai. Hart first launched Heartbeat Productions in 2009 and later expanded with the Laugh Out Loud network in 2017. In 2022, these 2 entities merged into the larger Heartbeat brand after a major $100 million investment from a private equity firm. Through Heartbeat and its earlier ventures, Hart has forged influential partnerships with Peacock, Audible, Hulu, SiriusXM, and FX. In 2021, Netflix announced a major deal with Hart for 4 exclusive feature films, starring and produced by him, in an agreement estimated by CBS News to be worth $100 million. At the time of the 2022 merger, Heartbeat had an impressive 60-plus projects in development across 15 different partner companies. Kevin Hart has also shown serious business savvy by bringing on high-caliber leaders to steer the ship. For example, he tapped former Disney executive Brian C. Price to head up Heartbeat Pulse, and in 2024, The Wrap reported that former Warner Brothers executive Jay Levine had been appointed Heartbeat's CEO. Kevin Hart's expanding business empire. In 2022, the New York Times reported that Heartbeat was valued at more than $650 million, and with its steady growth since then, its current worth is likely even higher. Kevin Hart hasn't stopped there. He also launched Heartbeat Ventures, a venture capital firm dedicated to creating financial inclusion for those who don't have access to funds. JP Morgan gave Heartbeat Ventures its max allocation of funds in 2022, becoming the firm's anchor investor, though the exact dollar figure wasn't made public. This investment came through Project Spark, a program that puts JP Morgan's own capital behind diverse, emerging alternative fund managers. Beyond Heartbeat and his VC efforts, Hart has built out a surprisingly wide business portfolio. He owns Vita Hustle, a nutrition supplement brand, and Gran Coramino, an award-winning tequila label with bottles ranging from $40 to $110 each. Of course, not every venture has been a home run. His vegan fast food chain, Hart operated for only 2 years before closing all 4 of its California locations. In a 2023 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Hart opened up about why he keeps pushing forward, explaining, "I'm trying to create generational wealth and opportunity for my family and my family's family, and also an ecosystem that provides job security for so many." He's spoken often about this ecosystem. During a 2021 appearance on the All the Smoke podcast, Hart described how he slowly figured out ownership. First controlling creation and production, then moving into distribution. From there, he saw opportunities in other areas, like streaming, audiobooks, and consumer products. Hart's drive to own and build seems to apply to everything, even watches, fragrances, and spirits. As he continues to expand, the question becomes, what's next? While the world sees Hart as a superstar comedian and actor, those closest to him know he's much more. Jeff Flanagan, president of Heartbeat, put it best. "Kevin is more of a business executive than a comedian. His time is really spent running and overseeing his business entities and investments." Other notable achievements in Kevin Hart's career. So far, Kevin Hart has appeared in more than 70 films, television shows, and countless comedy specials. One of his biggest hits, Kevin Hart, 0 Given, 2020, became Netflix's #1 comedy special, attracting over 21 million viewers in its first 4 weeks. Throughout his career, Hart has completed 4 massive comedy tours. His 2015-2016 tour, Kevin Hart, What Now?, made history as the first comedy show ever to sell out a football stadium, drawing over 53,000 fans. His most recent tour, Kevin Hart, Reality Check, was another blockbuster, grossing over $120 million. That tour was even filmed and later released for streaming, adding to his profits. Currently, Hart is touring with Kevin Hart, Acting My Age, which has sold out countless shows. According to TicketSmarter, the average ticket price is about $330, if you can even get one. On top of his stand-up empire and successful businesses, Hart has also dabbled in music through his comedic alter ego, Chocolate Droppa. He's lent his voice to George Beard in Captain Underpants, The First Epic Movie, 2017, and Snowball in The Secret Life of Pets, 2016 and 2019. Alongside these projects, Hart has picked up an impressive list of nominations and awards, including recognition from the BET Awards, Emmys, Grammys, NAACP Image Awards, and the MTV Movie and TV Awards, among others. Most recently, in March 2024, Hart was awarded the prestigious Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, a fitting tribute to someone whose roots are so firmly planted in comedy. During his emotional 10-minute acceptance speech, peppered with jokes, Hart focused on gratitude. "Jokes aside, you can't buy support. You can't fake that," he told the audience. "Tonight is special because of the support." He went on to thank his family, his closest friends, and fellow comedians who've inspired him. Reflecting on his journey, Hart shared that his love of comedy ultimately led him to the life he lives today. And that's the win. He closed by saying, "It's not about the award. It's about the idea of being happy with the thing you understand and the thing you committed to." Where does Kevin Hart live? Let's explore the comedian's real estate portfolio. He may have grown up in Philadelphia, but where does Kevin Hart call home these days? The comedy superstar has long since swapped the city of brotherly love for the sunshine of Los Angeles. Hart's properties often reflect a love of Spanish or Mediterranean architecture, paired with modern finishes and open interiors. "I love the feel of modern design," Hart explained to Architectural Digest during a 2023 tour of his Hollywood office. "I want open spaces. I want a lot of glass." That design philosophy is clear across his real estate portfolio, with its airy layouts and walls of glass that flood the homes with natural light. Another hallmark of Hart's taste? Expansive properties that offer luxurious outdoor spaces. For the father of four, backyard amenities go well beyond a standard pool or patio. Let's delve into his wonderful homes. Tarzana Home. Kevin Hart had a jam-packed year in 2012. Not only did he appear in 3 films, Think Like a Man, Exit Strategy, and The 5-Year Engagement, but he also upgraded his living situation with a new home purchase. That year, Hart dropped $199 million on a stunning 2-story mansion in Tarzana, California, tucked inside the exclusive gated community of Mulholland Park. Built in 2000, the 6,549-square-foot residence showcases a Spanish colonial revival-inspired exterior, complete with curved red clay roof tiles, grand arches, elegant balconies, and stately columns framing a tall wrought iron front door. Step inside, and you're greeted by a dramatic double-height foyer with gleaming white marble floors, an enormous chandelier, and twin curved staircases with wrought iron railings that sweep up to the second floor. The light-filled living room offers access to the backyard, oversized windows, and a striking metallic floor-to-ceiling fireplace. The mansion includes 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, with an entire wing dedicated to the lavish primary suite. There, Hart enjoyed a cozy fireplace, a spa-inspired bathroom featuring a freestanding soaking tub, walk-in closets, and a private balcony. The outdoor amenities were equally impressive, including a sparkling pool with a waterfall, a shaded dining patio, and a fully equipped outdoor barbecue kitchen, perfect for entertaining. Hart eventually parted ways with the mansion in 2019, selling it for a cool $2.75 million Spanish-style mansion. In 2018, Central Intelligence star Kevin Hart settled into what is now his primary home in Calabasas, California. Built just for him, his wife Eniko, and their 4 kids, the Spanish villa-inspired residence sits on a sprawling 26-acre lot and reportedly cost around $5 million to design and construct. The expansive home measures roughly 9,500 square feet. Because the property was never officially listed for sale, details about its interior come mostly from Hart's own social media posts. One photo reveals a cozy living room with a plush brown sectional facing a television mounted on a striking marble accent wall above an electric fireplace, framed by a built-in bookshelf and a window seat. Another view shows off an open-concept layout with a relaxed dining area and a stylish kitchen featuring an eat-in island, warm wood cabinets, and open shelving. Outside, the estate is just as impressive, offering a children's playground, a swimming pool, a volleyball court, and an indoor-outdoor gym that Hart has nicknamed Hustle Hart. One glimpse of the backyard reveals a generous covered patio accessed through sliding glass doors, with an outdoor kitchen adorned in decorative tiles close by. A video Hart shared shows off the stunning pool area, complete with a central spa and a waterfall surrounded by shaded lounge spots. There's also a dramatic spiral staircase with glass panels that leads to a second-story patio overlooking the grounds. It's clear that Hart treats this property as his primary residence, enjoying both its luxurious comforts and family-friendly spaces. Calabasas house next door. In 2021, Kevin Hart expanded his impressive Calabasas footprint by purchasing a $7 million mansion right next door to his primary residence. The acquisition added another 16 acres to his estate, including a second full-size home spanning 9,349 square feet with 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Originally built in 2004, this Mediterranean-style property features a striking exterior with stucco, stone, and signature curved roof tiles. Inside, a sun-drenched living room with a cozy fireplace welcomes guests, while the spacious white kitchen is centered around a marble-topped island. Numerous French doors connect the indoor spaces to the backyard, creating an effortless flow. The primary suite stands out with a spa-inspired bathroom, a private balcony, and a sprawling walk-in closet that feels like a maze. Outside, the home offers a resort-like experience. Amenities include an infinity-edge pool, a tennis court, a putting green, and a koi pond with a waterfall. There's also a fully equipped outdoor kitchen perfect for entertaining. The estate goes even further with a separate wine cellar, a guest house, and a poolside casita, complete with its own bathroom. Hart still owns this remarkable property today, seamlessly blending it with his existing compound to create an extraordinary private oasis in Calabasas. Inside Kevin Hart's jaw-dropping car collection. Kevin Hart isn't just a comedy superstar. He's also a full-fledged car enthusiast with a collection that would make any gearhead green with envy. Known for his love of classic muscle cars, exotic sports cars, and luxury rides, Hart has poured millions into building a garage that truly reflects his personality and success. One of the crown jewels of his fleet is a stunning 1970 Plymouth Barracuda custom-built by Speedcore Performance, worth roughly $200,000. Hart's admiration for vintage muscle continues with his 1965 Ford Mustang convertible, valued around $110,000, and a 1966 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, estimated at $100,000. Not to be outdone, he also owns a pristine 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, clocking in at nearly $125,000, along with a classic 1966 Pontiac GTO priced around $40,000. Another star in his stable is the 1970 Dodge Charger, customized to his tastes for about $150,000. On the modern side, Hart loves his Ferraris. He's been seen driving a Ferrari 488 GTB valued around $250,000 and a Ferrari 458 Spider worth about $260,000. For even more Italian flair, Hart reportedly owns a Ferrari 488 Pista, a beast of a machine whose price tag can soar past $350,000. Kevin Hart's taste for refinement extends to his Rolls-Royce Ghost, which oozes sophistication at a price of $310,000. And for those days when he wants rugged style, Hart also cruises around in a custom 1993 Ford Bronco worth about $55,000 and a 2021 Jeep Wrangler, valued at roughly $60,000. The collection doesn't stop there. Hart has even added a rare Ferrari SF90 Stradale, a plug-in hybrid supercar capable of hitting 211 km/h, with a staggering price tag of more than $600,000. Inside Kevin Hart's blinging luxury watch collection. Kevin Hart's love of luxury doesn't stop at his million-dollar cars or stunning homes. His wrist game is just as impressive. One of Hart's crown jewels is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak chronograph, model 26240 or OR 000D404CR01. This piece is exceptionally rare. Only 125 were produced in 2021. Crafted in 18K yellow gold, it features a deep green grand tapisserie dial with luminous royal oak hands. Originally retailing for around $75,000, its value has skyrocketed, now commanding up to $250,000 on the resale market. Then there's the bold Rolex Day-Date 2 218238, which sets itself apart with 80 diamonds decorating its bezel. Even more eye-catching are its baguette-cut rubies at 6 and 9 o'clock, framing the champagne dial beautifully. It's a showstopper valued today at about $60,000, according to wrist enthusiast. Another standout in Hart's collection is the Patek Philippe Grand Complications Celestial 6012R. This $385,000 marvel features a rotating sky chart, moon phases, and orbit displays on a mesmerizing sapphire crystal disc inspired by the Milky Way. A black alligator strap with a fold-over clasp complements its astronomical artistry. Hart has also been spotted at events wearing a breathtaking Patek Philippe perpetual calendar chronograph, which includes a split-second timer, moon phase, and leap year indicator. With a sleek black dial and a rose gold bracelet, this timepiece is estimated to be worth around $300,000. But the most jaw-dropping of all might be Hart's Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, self-winding flying tourbillon. Open-worked, part of the brand's 50th anniversary lineup. Featuring a skeletonized dial and caliber 2972 movement, this 41mm masterpiece in stainless steel with a sapphire caseback is valued at a stunning $560,000, luxurious means of transport. It's no surprise that someone as successful as Kevin Hart travels in serious style. To get from place to place quickly and comfortably, he often relies on luxurious private jets. One memorable moment even involved his friend Nick Cannon, who humorously photoshopped himself onto Kevin's jet for a laugh. According to some reports, Hart at one point owned a Hawker 400XP, a mid-sized twin-engine executive aircraft. The jet's interior can seat up to 8 passengers in plush comfort, as glimpsed in photos Hart has shared on social media. On one trip, however, he faced a terrifying scare when one of the jet's tires blew out on landing, an incident he later said made him thankful to be safe. Owning a Hawker 400XP doesn't come cheap, with prices reaching around $2.5 million. When it comes to life on the water, Hart has also been spotted aboard some seriously lavish super yachts. One standout is the Shambhala, an Azimuth 100 built by the renowned Italian shipyard Azimuth Yachts. The 100-foot vessel boasts 6 cabins that can comfortably accommodate up to 11 guests, with plenty of luxurious features throughout. Outside, guests can unwind in a spacious sunbathing area or relax in the yacht's jacuzzi while enjoying the sea breeze. This level of luxury comes with a hefty price tag. The Shambhala is valued at approximately $5 million. However, it's believed Kevin rented the yacht for family vacations rather than buying it outright, at a cost of around $60,000 per week. Personal life. Kevin Hart married Torre Skipper in 2003, but after 7 years together, the couple filed for divorce in 2010, citing irreconcilable differences. Hart requested joint custody of their 2 children, a daughter born in 2005 and a son in 2007. Their divorce was finalized in November 2011. A few years later, Hart found love again with Eniko Parrish. He proposed to her on August 18, 2014, and the couple tied the knot near Santa Barbara, California, on August 13, 2016. They welcomed their first child together, a son, on November 21, 2017. Just a month later, Hart publicly admitted to cheating on Eniko while she was pregnant with their son. Despite the scandal, they reconciled and went on to have a second child, a daughter, born on September 29, 2020. Beyond his career in comedy and acting, Hart has a well-known passion for poker. Since around 2010, he has participated in major tournaments, including the World Series of Poker, where he cashed out $4,783 in 2014. He also takes part in high-stakes cash games and became a brand ambassador for PokerStars in 2017, appearing in ad campaigns alongside Usain Bolt. As of September 2020, Hart had earned $47,828 in live tournament winnings. Hart has also spoken openly about his Christian faith, which he credits with helping guide him through both personal and professional challenges. Injuries. On September 1, 2019, Kevin Hart was a passenger in his 1970 Plymouth Barracuda when the car veered off Mulholland Highway and rolled down an embankment near Calabasas, California. Both Hart and the driver sustained what were described as major back injuries and were transported to separate hospitals. Hart was released from the hospital 10 days later and continued his recovery at a rehabilitation facility. Then, on August 23, 2023, Hart injured himself again after racing former NFL running back Stephen Ridley in a 40-yard dash. During the friendly race, he tore the lower abductors in his abdomen, which left him temporarily needing a wheelchair to recover. Hart later joked that he was the dumbest man alive and warned that the age 40 is real, advising others not to follow his example. Legal issue. On April 14, 2013, Kevin Hart was arrested on suspicion of drunk driving after nearly crashing his vehicle into a tanker truck on a Southern California freeway. He failed a field sobriety test and was booked on a misdemeanor DUI charge. Later, on August 5th, he pleaded no contest to one count of driving under the influence and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. Kevin Hart's charity work. Kevin Hart isn't just a comedy superstar with a $450 million net worth. He's also passionate about giving back. Over the years, Hart has supported numerous charitable causes, showing that success means little without making a positive impact. One of Hart's most notable partnerships is with the United Negro College Fund, UNCF. In 2015, Hart donated $250,000 to support scholarships for deserving college students, particularly those attending historically black colleges and universities. Through his Help from the Hart charity, he has continued to fund educational opportunities, believing education is the key to breaking cycles of poverty. Kevin has also worked with the Muscular Dystrophy Association, participating in campaigns to raise both awareness and funding for research. During the 2017 Hurricane Harvey disaster, Hart took the lead on social media, challenging fellow celebrities to match his $50,000 donation for hurricane relief. That challenge turned into a viral campaign, raising millions for affected families in Houston. In addition, Hart has supported children's health through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, contributing financially and giving his time to lift the spirits of sick children. More recently, Hart teamed up with Chase Bank to launch the Financial Fitness Boot Camp as part of their Advancing Black Pathways initiative. Through this program, he helps teach financial literacy to underserved communities, empowering people with tools to build a secure future. Hart's charitable reach extends even to smaller gestures, like surprising kids with brand new shoes through his partnership with Nike, proving that even seemingly simple acts can make a huge difference. Whether it's his lavish mansions, his powerful business empire, or his commitment to giving back through charitable work, Hart continues to prove that success is about more than just wealth. It's about impact. Which part of Kevin Hart's story impressed you the most? His comedy, his business skills, or his charity efforts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. Until next time.